I'm going to show you how to make real barbecued ribs. The way we're going to do these is we've got these are back ribs, by the way, pork back ribs. What we're going to do is we're going to take the ribs, we're going to first peel the membrane off of them, then we're going to put them in a pan. There's a little bit of water in the pan. We're basically covering the bottom, and we're going to put them in the oven for about 2 hours at 300 degrees. This is just to tenderize them. Then we're going to take them out and we're going to put them into the smoker, and we're going to smoke them for about 4 hours. When we smoke them, we're going to smoke them at probably about 170 degrees because they're already going to be cooked when we put them into the smoker. Now, before you make ribs, what you want to do is you want to peel the membrane. It's on the underside of the ribs. The membrane is here, and it's a shiny membrane, and just try to get your fingers underneath it, and you'll see how that peels off. Sometimes it's much more difficult than this. That worked out nicely for the video here. And this membrane gets tough after you cook the ribs. And you can take it off after you bake them a little while, but it's just better if I prefer doing it before you start. It makes it a little bit easier. Now this one's giving me a little bit of a tough time. And this is what usually happens. You got to get your nails underneath it. And now it's starting to come. You can see it coming off a little bit here. Okay. Okay, but I just want you to see kind of the struggle sometimes you go through, because they don't always work out as easily as that first one did. That's why I'm kind of wasting your time with showing you the rest of this, because sometimes you really have to pick at them and get them loose here. And this one's tougher than most. Okay, you can see that one is a difficult one, and I prefer to start on the small side. Works usually a lot better. This one, and that's it. And you see now the ribs are peeled. We can throw this away, and then we're going to season the ribs. Now before I bake them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to season them with a rub. You can use any kind of barbecue rub. I like to use this on about everything, this Montreal steak seasoning, because it's got some heavy pepper in it, and it's got a lot of garlic in it. And that's kind of the type of thing I like. A lot of times what you like to do is put some cayenne pepper in there. That's a typical thing for barbecue type of thing. I also like to use a garlic herb seasoning. because I like the heavy garlic kind of flavor. So we put this on. And this is called a rub. And the reason why you call a rub is because basically after you put it in, you rub it in. So we're going to just rub it in on both sides. We'll do the other side the same way. Now this steak seasoning has a lot of dehydrated garlic in it, which is nice because it absorbs some water and then it comes out nice like little chunks of garlic in there. Now they'll go into the pot. We'll just set them into the pot nicely. And you can see we've got them in the pot now. And we're going to cover this. You can cover it with aluminum foil, or you can use the top, and then we're going to bake them for about 2 hours at 300 degrees. Alright, the ribs are almost done in the oven, so let's start the SmokePistol. We're going to start out, we're going to just kind of smash the head a little bit, just to do that kind of thing. And it's kind of windy out. It's better to do it where it's not too windy. And let's light the tip. Okay, turn the SmokePistol to high and just put it in there. And we'll just let that sit for a little bit, and that should get going. Well, now you can see the SmokePistol is going quite well. You want to make sure you shake this up and down a bit till you feel the wood fall out, and then clear the barrel. And you see the SmokePistol's ready to go. So what we'll do is we'll put the SmokePistol down, and we'll start to warm up the smoker. I'm going to set the smoker on 220 degrees. So I can see through the smoke here. Let's put the SmokePistol down here. Now these are the ribs out of the oven, and you can see they're just about cooked, but they're still not very tender. And we're just going to put them on the racks, and while they're hot, get them ready to go into the smoker. One thing that you want to notice, these are a bit big, and I probably should have gone about 3.5 hours in the oven with these. Usually I like them breaking apart a little bit. They're a little bit tough, but they're going to go in the smoker and smoke for a little while. So let's get them out to the smoker. Now I have the smoker preheated to 225. I have the SmokePistol going. I turn the SmokePistol down to medium. Still a lot of smoke in there. And let's just put the ribs in. Close it up. Let it get smoky. Well, here they are, real smoked barbecue ribs. And if I did this right, you should be able to just break these off. You see that? That's why we did the pre-cooking. So they're very tender. And very good. Now, you notice I didn't put any barbecue sauce on these. I like to serve them with the barbecue sauce on the side. If you want barbecue sauce, what you should do is for the last hour, hour and a half, baste them with barbecue sauce while they're still in the smoker for about 15 minutes. Between basting times, let it get absorbed. Some of the water could get off of it, and it thickens and it smokes as well. So you might try these. These have been smoking about 4 hours. We cooked them for about 3 hours in the oven in advance. All right, try it and enjoy it.